kicking off what is, I'm so certain is going to be an incredible night of words. So honored to be among all these dope featured artists. I'll get started. This first piece, my poetry set today, I think starts at the beginning. Starts at home and continues on to the kind of meaning we make once we leave home. This first poem is called Yogurt Cultures. In my nightmare, my mother and her mother sit facing one another in rough cotton cloth. The clock chimes, they pile food on one another's plates. Flurry of fennel, jolt of jeera, tiles white, air sharp. My nanny clutches her aching stomach, but no man sits to consume, signals the beginning of time, and the table creaks with flatbreads. The food rots, a rainbow shimmer, and my mother's waste away. Showering mint chutney into blackened biryani, sprinkling coriander, mirchi, achar, salt, skin stretching hollow, the raita tender and flowering with life. That's the first one. I want to shout out my mom for being here. Even though all of my poetry uncomfortably mentions her, my mom is one of my biggest fans. She has called my poetry uncomfortably confessional. Thanks, Mom. Love you. This next one is called Cupertino. Maybe it started when slipped away. We all loved her so, her sweet face dripping wax, her ledger forearms, and anyway, weren't we to mark our fathers? Maybe when we wrote an elegy. Pathless woods, lidless buckets, funeral pyre genially flicking. You need 2 forks to run a current from toe to shining toe. So sweet of sharing his spliff, so kind of offering us his flashbacks. I never knew, danced herself bony, in her mirror-flashing costume, eyelid-flashing face. But I knew breath through panic, knew when to call it in. Call your Indian parents. Collect the transformations of your father's mustached face. Unfolding of mercy, cease singing of despair, knew together the fading of fireworks that Americans dream of endings. I knew, but we knew. Little hurricanes of misplaced sand, little family on plastic cell phones, little immigrant kids holding hands, gripping our helium-light bodies to asphalt. Every funeral, a trans-Pacific trip, singing frontier songs. Thank you. So the set is called Shrine to My Bipolar Heart, so it's super cheerful. This next poem has a trigger warning, and it's called Trigger Warning Self-Harm. In which my organs wander lost as in Hippocrates. Hypocrites, hypno-slips, Hippocratic throats for those who've taken no oaths. My uterus tangos in toxic waste. My liver orders a whiskey neat, and the veins, the tangled veins, I dig deeper to find them in tap dance. My body has betrayed me, and oh, the bloodlust of betraying my body. All it is to be a scholar is a scalpel, and so, what I have twisted into. A scalpel hands, an Ouroboros, a languishing subject of my own experimental ill. A calf bone is called a fibula, called a support system, called the split of flesh along its own weft. So, I'm not just bipolar, I'm also an alcoholic. It's okay, you can laugh. It's a bummer, but then you write about it, it becomes okay, it becomes beautiful. This next poem is called A Ghazal to Whiskey. It doesn't take a bitter and a sprig of mint to inflame my esophagus. The smoke tang of liquor is nothing more than I am. But between the rock and the sharp place, if I were to take inventory, I have nothing left not soaked in vomit brine. No beer bottles not undulating with lips, with all the power of, it's nothing to worry on. I remain as I always have, an island lapped at the shore. And in truth, I pray for nothing to envelop me, for the sharpness to taste me in return. I lied at every shrine I ever knelt at, and yet I pray. Forgive me nothing. Forgive me for drinking. Forgive me for not. Forgive me for hoping my irrevocably blackened liver blood will someday run with nothing. I'm really having such a good time getting to hang out with a supportive audience. Can we real quick give another round of applause for our dope host for Kearney Street Workshop? Beautiful art behind me that's lighting up my performance. Thank y'all so much. I really am so grateful. I have two more. This next one is called Shrine to SSRIs. And that's something I also want to say, why don't we spend more time talking about how dope antidepressants are? Can I hear it for antidepressants? Yeah. Shrine to SSRIs. Oh, to the rattling metal of the train signaling only another stop. Oh, to the fire dancing between metal claws with nothing but warm food to offer me. And oh, to the whiff of the harbor from the 34th floor. Oh, to the sunset highlights of Brooklyn crosswalks, to the toffee darkness at the base of leaves. Oh, to this hushed carpet of light unfolded in spite of me. Oh, its tassels, the city shimmering. Oh, attainable edge of the world. Oh, the planes I'll step softly onto. The daughters I'll see grow sparkling and stylized. Oh, to the blossoming bald spot on my father's head. Oh, to grow old. Oh, to be. Oh, the gift these small white pills have given me. The years clattering in this sepia bottle. And oh, to this blinding vision. To a girl with my eyes, bending further and further down to kiss the top of my father's shining head. Oh. Shrine to my bipolar heart. Is broken. Is always broken. Is unpredictable. Is fluttering. Is in the right place. Heart, ache. Sick, beat, land. Feel in a hand grenade, a tempest, a pockmarked moon face, my ocean and reef, my secret shadowy match, born a hulking forest of flame, rib-stitched, clutching finger grips, the whole cosmic crush of mixed metaphor. My heart are full, my heart's is empty. My hearts are in each of God's forsaken places. Oh, this monstrous heart. Prostrates, pirouettes, sets on fire and other shapes. A flightless bird, a thirsting Makali, a scarred and slobbering Cerberus. My heart shifts, breaks, is for you, is for no one. Sings Bollywood, goes to hell, returns, always returns.